Hi students, it is February and February is Black History Month. There are a lot of celebrations to tell you and we seem to have a lot of information. I'm going to try to go quickly. We are closing out 7th grade conferences with Friday. And next week, as a reward to everybody, we have no school on Monday. So next week is a 4-day week of February and the week after that is also. The 13th is when oh, I got those dates wrong again. The 13th is when the student leader apps are due, and the 14th is when students find out if they are accepted. We do have 44 students that have applied, and I want to make sure that you don't miss out. I will take so many students. I'm just going to filter students who have any behavior issues so that that night is super fun. There's a lot less supervision and a lot more fun, wild celebration. Um, the 21st, on Friday the 21st, is our first student leader training. It's after school for those student leaders. And then Monday the 25th is when we have the event for incoming students. And then looking ahead to March, on the 6th of March, that is open house. So teachers are soon going to be asking students if they will be in their open house. Each teacher seeks out a bunch of students to help out. And as a reward for all of us, we get a minimum day the next day. So this attendance has gone out, but there are 166 students that have no tardies and no absences. There are a couple students at the school that have had so many absences and have used independent studies, so they have perfect attendance. You only get 15 of those a year, so you should not have that many absences during the year. And if there are any issues, please talk to the staff at the school. We want to help you. These sweet little guys are the prize for February perfect attendance, and we have a lot of perfect attendance so far. Next week we'll get those popsicles. So clubs will continue. Boys track and girls basketball is happening right now. Games are so much fun to attend. Boys track, I think they are killing it. I think that Alex in the 8th grade he broke a record. Okay, something else for you to know about. There are peer listeners on campus. They are trained peer listeners. Whenever you need to talk to someone on campus, there is this form that's located at Miss Monica's table. And you will fill out this form to say, like, I do need to talk to someone. You can see if you want to talk to, you can check Miss Monica, Mr. Fraser, Miss Salazar, Miss Gordon, Miss Reinstein, but you also can talk with peer listeners. So if you want to be able to just check in with a student who is trained to not give you advice, but who is there to just listen to you, they are a confidential source. They've been trained to be confidentials. And we have about 10 8th graders who are in this position now just ready for you. There was going to be a knitting club, but nobody showed up. So we're going to try to do this next year because that seems so cool. We're sad to miss it. Fill out that Google form if you want to be a student leader by the 13th. That is it. No one can fill it out late, and it is going to be so much fun. So get your friends to fill it out also. We'll do a new form for each event. And okay, so I don't know if any of you are following the news, but there's a lot of things happening that seem to be taking away rights of our students. And some of those rights relate to immigration. So there are these things called red cards that we have in the office. This is a card that you or your peers or your families, in whether you're an immigrant or a citizen, can give if ever you're asked about immigration. There are rights that are on these cards that we want you all to know about. If you're interested at all to learn about this, to be a support for your friends, please come up to the office and get a red card. We will see if we can give you more information, and teachers can give you more information because teachers do have training about this. One thing that's good to know is that IVA is a closed campus. We do not allow any immigration officials to come on campus. We do not give any information out to any immigration officials. Each teacher has a card. Let us know what support and resources that you need. This is a time that feels very fearful, and we want to be the support for the community. We are committed to protecting our students and making sure that they have any resource that they need. We also have a family policy that is being sent out to your parents so that they know about these resources and support. Okay, Black History Month this month. We are doing a couple things. So we've always wanted to have a book club as a school, and we are kicking it off with a couple Black authors. We're going to start getting these books. So parents and teachers and staff we're asking if anyone wants to read the book James. But for students, there is this really cool book, Tristan Strong Punches a Hole in the Sky. I hope I'm not like misrepresenting it, but it's kind of like Percy Jackson with the gods, but all the gods are West African gods or African American like stories that are incorporated throughout. So it's really cool, sort of like understanding history and myths and celebrating. So students, we want you to read this. We are seeking donations in the newsletter, and if you want to be in our book club that is eventually going to be led by one of our students and her mom, who is a published author, please sign up at Miss Monica's table to get a copy of the book, Tristan Strong Punches a Hole in the Sky. We're very excited about that. Also, for Black History Month, the only week of February that is a full week with no days, holidays, we are going to be watching the movie Soul in the rec center, and it's going to be all week because it's not extended lunch or anything, but we want you to come eat your lunch and then go into the rec center and watch a movie with us. We also have in classes, 7th grade art is doing studying the Harlem Renaissance, which is super cool, and some of the artwork that came out of that. And advisories are going to be creating these explorations, and our 8th grade advisories are going to be leading us and telling us what they have for us. Okay, so that's a lot of stuff in the announcements. Let us know what questions you have. Please come to the office to get a red card so that you can support yourself, your family, your neighborhood, your community, and each other. And I am grateful to be a part of this very good community.